So this is Ashish. I'll be presenting my Practicum code. I have actually created four modules. One is to scrape the tweet and for the famous personality and famous exchanges, bloggers, and so on, and store it into final tweet. And then I'll use the tweet here to generate the knowledge graph and the word cloud and some other metrics as to show how does it look like. And then I'll creating a sentiment using some of those data to show how does it behave, how does it look like for Bitcoin, Monero, and other currencies when we calculate sentiment and plot it. And third one is the time series analysis for Bitcoin and other currencies prices. Uh, and we will be also plotting to show that based on the sentiment how did it actually turn out. So let's start here. I'm just gonna quickly run this. They probably would have been loaded, but just to be sure. And then I'll be running this tweet and tweet authentication, and then I'll be passing all these exchanges. And here what I've done, I actually picking up only one tweet because it takes like 5 minutes to run. So I'm just gonna run this just to show. And finally it is stores everything to the final tweet. So here you can see it's running one by one and it's storing all the tweets. And I was also merging the tweet by each Twitter handler. Now I'll go to the next module where I'll be running some text mining code. So here we go, and the Twitter information, and then I'll be cleaning up some of the punctuation digits and at the rate and HTTP and all sort of thing. And this also does all the cleaning up, converting to a lowercase, removing stop words, white space before we could use the corpus. So here I'll be just running, and this one will create a term document metric, which is like a TF-IDF, which we can just use to plot our word cloud. So let's wait here. Yeah, so you can see some of the word clouds coming up here. And it will populate as we go along. Then I also plotted some sort of knowledge graph here, which also gives a very good picture about how these all words are connected and things like that. And to improve this knowledge graph, I actually cleaned up a bit so that it will show, what all the things are important, which all the things are not important, and so on. So if I can quickly look at it. And generally, you'll find there's Binance exchange comes up quite often, Bitcoin comes up quite often. So it looks like people are most of the time talking about these topmost exchange trade and mostly about okay, right. So here you can see some of the knowledge connection, some sort of connection across various elements. And then I'll go to the sentiment where I have actually, taken all the data for different Bitcoin and other information stored into CSV, and I'll quickly show the bar plot so that we can understand how to. So this is how you can look at it. How many are negative, positive. If I run it for the next one, Monero, how does it look like, and so on. And the last one is the time series. So uh, what we have done, we picked it up some of the tweets and their pricing data. And if I can plot it quickly here, which will show, this is how the Bitcoin look like. This is how the Ethereum looks like, and it takes a while to come actually. Now I have to run the code here. Okay.